Maybe it's because I'm autistic, or maybe it's just my personality. Either way, I've always had this odd ability to see the world differently from others. Whether it's my extreme interest and fascination with all things creepy and spooky, like Halloween animatronics, or something slightly more important, like the truth about jobs. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying I have some power others don't, or that I'm somehow better than others. I'm just saying I don't think I've been indoctrinated by society the same way as everyone else has. So, what do I mean when I say something like, I can see the truth about jobs? After all, jobs are fairly straightforward, right? You wake up, eat breakfast, get in the car, clock in, work till 5, and go home. Simple. Well, that's the problem. It's simple, it's safe, it's normal, or so it seems. You see, we are taught from grade school through college that the way to be successful in this world is to have a good job and to make money, even to the point where we ask kids as young as 4 years old what they want to be when they grow up. Seems normal, right? But let me repeat that. We are asking kids as young as 4 who don't even understand the world yet about what job they want to do to serve society. Not how they want to help people when they grow up, not how they want to make the world a better place, not what are their dreams for the future. No. We ask them, what do you want to do to sacrifice your time, your one life on earth, for society when you grow up? And it only gets worse from there, because as we grow, we are slowly taught by school and the world around us not to question authority. Questioning makes us difficult or stubborn, apparently. Instead, we should just do what we're told and ask another person if we can handle basic needs as simple as going to the bathroom. Unless, of course, you go to a Montessori school like I did, or another specialized school. But think about this. You are being trained from day one that you need permission to do anything, from using the bathroom to walking the halls. So when you think about it like this, it's actually no wonder that some adults struggle to think for themselves. And it isn't just me saying this. According to a study by George Land done in the 1960s, around 98% of preschoolers are actually creative geniuses. I mean, think about it. When you talk to kids, sometimes they come up with wild things with their imagination. But sadly, this falls to just 2% in adults. And this is because the traditional school system doesn't actually value independent thinkers, it values followers. And it all started back in the 1800s, where industrialists like John D. Rockefeller slowly reshaped the education system from a place of learning and potential to a place that produced a trained workforce for factories. And it hasn't changed. We still follow the same system nowadays, slowly turning out people to work for billionaires instead of thinking for themselves. There's a quote. It states, the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he doesn't exist. And I think that applies to the workforce, only it's this. The greatest trick that the billionaires ever pulled was convincing the workers that they had a choice. Because whether you go to school to be a teacher, vet, plumber, or work somewhere like retail or fast food, you are still sacrificing your time, which adds up to around 46 years, to make someone else wealthier. And sure, technically we can choose to not work, but that's where the trick comes in. Because when your only options are starve or work for a soulless company, you don't really have a choice at all. Now, do you? And that, my friend, is wage slavery, where companies who make millions pay you, the one actually making them this money, just enough to keep you dependent on them so you will not leave. And that isn't even every company. You see, I work retail and I only make $13 an hour. That isn't even enough for food, and without my parents' help, I couldn't survive. This isn't because I'm lazy or don't want to work. No, it's because my income, and probably your income as well, is completely at the mercy of a company who pays a fixed amount and would drop you in a minute if it served their bottom line. You could sacrifice years to a company and they could drop you just to save a few bucks. There is no loyalty there. The only way I can really think of to get out of this is to start your own company. But we are taught that working for a company is the safe choice. It's what you're supposed to do. We are discouraged from starting a business with lies like you need money to make money, and 20% of companies fail in their first year. But you see, that isn't technically true. While there are definitely some risks, it isn't necessarily safer to work for a company opposed to starting your own one. Did you know around 20 million Americans lose their job each year? So, in reality, the risks are probably the same amount. Companies who say that starting your business is risky, or people who say that, are probably just lying to try to keep you dependent on a company. So, what can we do about this? Honestly, besides starting your own business like I'm doing with YouTube, by the way, please subscribe if you like the video so far. I'm not sure. There's lots of ways to make passive income. You'll just have to think creatively. But hey, I'm here to support you. Until next time, goodbye, guys. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and my Patreon, as it really does help to support me. Also, if you want to watch more about autism or the workplace, click on one of the boxes right there. Alright, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys.